Her soul is bound, sealed by Lord Croak. Neither life nor death may claim her. Then we must break his prison. And risk worse. If she is drawn to Shaiish, Nagash will take her. If Slaanesh claims her, their chains will weaken. Then we have no choice. But the Seraphon will not stand aside. Croak's prison will not hold forever. Slaanesh stirs. We are only steps ahead of them. If we falter, they will not. You cannot cage a god indefinitely. The land was still, yet filled with unspoken tension. Fog curled low over broken earth, winding through abandoned ruins and the skeletal remains of ancient trees. Gundanta loomed in the distance, its silhouette barely visible through the haze. But there, at the heart of this desolate expanse, something far older stirred. Power clung to the air, fractured, shifting, as if though reality itself was struggling to hold its shape. Beyond them, 3 concentric circles of shifting arcane light pulsed in eerie harmony. Lura's soul was bound within all 3 at once, each a reflection of the others, a pattern that never remained still. She drifted between them, her form flickering like a mirage, never in one place for long. To free her, the pattern had to be broken. But the Seraphon had crafted this prison with purpose. It was not merely a barrier, it was a test. A horn sounded in the distance. Lyrior turned sharply, his communion with Teclis broken. A Vanari officer approached, his expression grim.
My lord, scouts report a massive Slaaneshi force advancing on Gundanta. The Free Guilds have called for aid.
Teclis exhaled, his gaze narrowing. It begins. Lyrior hesitated, only a moment before turning to his troops. We march for Gundanta. A detachment will remain to guard the crystal. My lord, can you hold against Croak? Teclis inclined his head. I must. As the Lumineth host split, the mist thickened once more, and in the silence that followed, something stirred beyond the shifting prison. Watching. Waiting. Then the heavens rippled with celestial might. Croak had come.
Blade Lord's Bodyguard. Saurus Warrior's Bodyguard. Lumineth Shining Company. Seraphon Asterism, Teepok the Seer. Sentinels, Power of Hysh. Enlightener. Enter the shrine. Skink Starseer activates Place of Power. Enlightener casts ethereal blessings on the Blade Lords using cleansing rituals. Enlightener casts ethereal blessings on the Blade Lords using Rune of Enthli. Enlightener fails to cast Speed of Hysh. Teclis casts Protection of Hysh. Teclis casts Speed of Hysh on the Blade Lords. Teclis casts Suffocating Gravetide. Teclis casts Purple Sun. Croak. Magical Intervention casts Malevolent Maelstrom, but it is unbound. Bastiladon redeploy. Lumineth score 9 victory points. Realm Shaper Engine. Power unleashed, dealing 3 damage to the Riverblades. Skink Starseer fails to activate Place of Power, taking 1 damage. Croak casts Soul Snare Shackles. Skink Starseer casts Speed of Huanchi on the Bastiladon. Skink Starseer casts Comet's Call on the Riverblades, dealing 5 damage. Croak banishes the Suffocating Gravetide. Croak banishes the Purple Sun. Enlightener. Magical Intervention casts Soul Snare Shackles, but it is unbound. Hunters of Huanchi Deep Strike. Hunters of Huanchi Deep Strike. Riverblades redeploy. Hunters of Huanchi deal 5 damage to the Riverblades. Bastiladon fails Arc of Sotek on the Riverblades. Riverblades relentless as the driving current. Riverblades relentless as the driving current. Riverblades, all-out defense. Hunters of Huanchi deal 1 damage to the Riverblades. Riverblades, all-out attack, and Bastiladon, all-out defense. Riverblades deal no damage to the Bastiladon. Riverblades deal no damage to the Hunters of Huanchi. Bastiladon deals 4 damage to the Riverblades. Bastiladon, power through finishing the Riverblades. The Seraphon score 9 victory points. Lumineth Shining Company. Sentinels, Power of Hysh. Skink Starseer activates Place of Power. Teclis casts Protection of Hysh. Teclis casts Speed of Hysh on the Blade Lords. Teclis casts Suffocating Gravetide. Enlightener casts Purple Sun. Enlightener casts Speed of Hysh on the Sentinels using cleansing rituals. Enlightener casts Overwhelming Heat on the Croxigore. Teclis casts Soul's Snare Shackles, but it is unbound. Blade Lords at the double. Hunters of Huanqi redeploy. Sentinels all-out attack. Sentinels deal 3 damage to the Saurus warriors. Kroak all-out defense. Sentinels deal 2 damage to Kroak. Riverblade deals no damage to the Hunters of Huanqi. Riverblades relentless as the driving current. Riverblades deal no damage to the Hunters of Huanqi. Blade Lords deal 3 damage to the Shackles. Hunters of Huanqi deal no damage to the Riverblade. Lumineth score 9 victory points. Realmshaper engine. Power unleashed dealing 1 damage to the Gravetide, 2 to the Shrine Luminor, 2 to the Purple Sun, and 1 to the Blade Lords. Skink Starseer activates Place of Power. Skink Starseer casts Celestial Doom on the Shrine Luminor. Kroak casts Celestial Deliverance, dealing 2 damage to the Shrine Lumina, 3 to the Blade Lords, and 1 to the Purple Sun. Soul Snare Shackles deal 2 damage to the Blade Lords. Skink Starseer casts Malevolent Maelstrom. Kroak miscasts, taking 1 damage. Caroxygore, Celestial Translocation. Hunters of Huanqi deal 2 damage to the Blade Lords. Bastiladon deals 1 damage to the Shrine Luminor. Blade Lord's countercharge. Bastiladon, Arc of Sotek deals 2 damage to Teclis and 3 to the Shrine Luminor. Teclis fails Spirit of the Moon. Riverblade, relentless as the driving current. Kroxigor, all-out attack. Kroxigor finish off Teclis. Blade Lords finish off the Hunters of Huanqi. Riverblade deals 2 damage to the Soul Snare Shackles. Saurus Warriors deal 6 damage to the Gravetide and 3 to the Shrine Luminor. Gravetide deals 3 damage to the Saurus Warriors. Bastiladon finishes off the Gravetide. Sentinels deal 2 damage to the Kroxigor. Kroxigor, power through dealing 3 damage to the Sentinels. Seraphon score 5 victory points. Lumineth Shining Company. Seraphon Asterism Sutek the Deliverer. Blade Lords, Power of Hysh. Enlightener casts ethereal blessings on the Blade Lord's oozing, cleansing rituals. Enlightener casts protection of Hysh. Enlightener casts Speed of Hysh on the Sentinels. Riverblades rally, bringing back 3 models. Shackles deal 2 damage to the Riverblades. Skink Starseer uses the Kotal Familiar on Croak, and Croak casts Comet's Call, dealing 7 damage to the Sentinels. Sentinels retreat, taking 2 damage. Kroxigor redeploy. Riverblades deal 1 damage to the Hunters of Huanchi. Hunters of Huanchi. Covering fire, deal no damage to the Riverblades. Blade Lords, all-out attack. Blade Lords deal 16 damage to the Kroxigors. Blade Lords deal 4 damage to the Hunters of Huanchi and finish off the Shackles. Kroxigor all-out attack. Kroxigor deal no damage to the Blade Lords. Riverblades wipe out the Hunters of Huanchi. Purple Sun deals 4 damage to the Kroxigor. Zorus warriors destroy the Shrine Lumina, and the Enlightener takes 2 damage. Lumineth score 5 victory points. Skink Starseer activates Place of Power. Kroak fails to banish the Purple Sun. Kroak casts Celestial Deliverance, but it is unbound. Kroak casts Celestial Deliverance, but it is unbound. Skink Starseer casts Speed of Huanchi on the Bastiladontais. Kroak casts Soul Snare Shackles. Soul Snare Shackles finishes off the Riverblades. Sentinels rally, bringing back 2 models. Sentinels redeploy. Hunters of Huanchi deal no damage to the Blade Lords and the Purple Sun. Hunters of Huanchi deal no damage to the Blade Lords and 1 damage to the Purple Sun. Bastiladon, Ark of Sotek deals 1 damage to the Purple Sun. Kroxigor all-out attack. Kroxigor deal 8 damage to the Blade Lords. Kroxigor deal 8 damage to the Blade Lords. Blade Lords deal 2 damage to the Kroxigor. Enlightener deals no damage to the Bastiladon. Saurus warriors finish off the Enlightener and the Purple Sun. The Blade Lords finish off the Shackles and deal 1 damage to the Hunters of Huanchi. Bastiladon deals 6 damage to the Blade Lords. Seraphon score 9 victory points. Aftermath, 2 Magic Titans battle it out. Both armies have similar characteristics: strong magic and castle tactics. It was always going to be a matter of who broke the castle first. The Lumineth rapidly hit the flanks with the Riverblades, securing objectives and zoning out teleports. They deployed their endless spells and waited it out. The Seraphon answer was also quick. Managing to see beyond the Riverblade tricks, and with a bit of luck, the Lizards secured the flanks. The endless spells were banished. Both armies remained at more than 18 at this point, cautiously waiting to expose a gap in the walls. The Lumineth went first on round 2 and launched a unit of Blade Lords into the left flank, trying to catch the skink skirmishers by surprise. It didn't work as quickly as imagined. Meanwhile, the Lumineth set up the endless spells again, which together with the Shrine Luminor represented a united front to stop the incoming Saurus and Croxes. But the Seraphon spotted a gap in the enemy's backline, teleporting the Croxigore there. The Archmage was threatened and had nowhere to redeploy to, and the charge went in, pinning the Sentinels too. With Croxes slaying the Elven God and the Saurus punching through the front, it was a matter of time until attrition won the game. The hero phases were still dominated by a cunning Enlightener, but it was not enough. Croak prevailed,